Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a much anticipated disappointing products video. Many of you requested a video like this either on YouTube or on my Instagram, so I'm gonna give it to you. And yes, I'm going to wear my mini ears the entire time for two reasons. One, because people get upset about videos like this, and I figure this might lighten the mood a little bit. And two, I paid a lot of money for these, and I need an excuse to wear them every once in a while. I have a basket here, so let's get through these. First thing I want to talk about is this Sonia Kashuk brush and sponge cleanser. I don't know how much this was, but I feel like it was close to $8. And I tried this, and honestly, I just didn't even notice a difference in my brushes. I expect a brush and sponge cleanser to clean my brushes and sponges, and this just did nothing. It has like a very strong bergamot scent. It smells very natural, but it's very potent. So I feel like not only did it not clean my brushes, it also left a super strong scent on my brushes, and I have really sensitive skin, so any scents tend to irritate my skin, and I just did not like this, so. Next spray that I have in here is this Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. There are people who swear by this stuff. And to be honest with you, I wanted it to be my holy grail too, because who doesn't want a holy grail makeup setting spray, right? But I just bought the sample size to see if I would like it or not, and this just didn't do anything for me. I didn't see it prolong my makeup wear. That's really what I want out of a setting spray, and honestly, I didn't even see it do anything. Maybe I'll give this another go sometime just because so many people love it, but it's just really not on my wish list right now. Next, I have a couple color correcting products. This first one is the Wet n Wild Coverall Correcting Face Palette. So this comes with 4 shades in here, and the 3 out of the 4 I just did not like. So here's a swatch of the green, purple, yellow, and then the white brightening shade at the bottom. These 3 just did not blend on me. After I tried to blend them in, they just kind of disappeared. They would get cakey, they would get crumbly, and I just did not like them. This brightening shade here was not too bad. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, which I kind of want more of like a matte brightening shade, but it is pretty and I do not mind it. The rest of the palette though is just not very good in my opinion. It did not work for me. It is Drugstore. It is very inexpensive. It's Wet n Wild. They have a ton of wonderful inexpensive products, but this one was just not a hit for me. Next, I have these 2 NYX HD concealers, and I love NYX. I love NYX with all my heart. If you watch my channel, you know that. But these just did not work for me. I have this one as well. This is in the shade CW02, and this one works fine for me. But for whatever reason, the color correcting ones just do not blend out. When you swatch them, they go on so creamy, so soft, and you think that they're going to blend beautifully. But when they're on your face, they get stuck in your pores, and when you blend it in, it just kind of disappears, except for in all of your little holes. And then you have like green and yellow dots everywhere, and it's not cute. I've tried to use these so many different ways. I blended them with my finger, I blended them with my beauty blender, put them on before foundation, put them on after foundation. I mean, I just don't know what else to do with these. And I've went back to these time and time again because I love NYX and I want them to work so badly, and I love this one so much, but I just cannot get these to work for me. Next, I have a couple eyeshadow primers. This one is by e.l.f. and this is their mineral eyeshadow primer. This one just didn't do anything, and e.l.f. is another very inexpensive drugstore brand, so it wasn't a big deal to me. It wasn't a huge loss, but I just didn't like this. It just didn't do anything for me whatsoever. It wasn't that it was good. It wasn't that it was bad. It just kind of wasn't anything at all for me. And then there's this one. This is the Rimmel London Exaggerate Undercover Shadow Primer. This is what it looks like, and this stuff, oh my gosh. Okay, let me just show you. It's a white primer. When you put it on, it's chunky. It looks like spoiled milk. It's just gross looking. So then you think, okay, I'll just rub it in. So you rub it in, it feels very silky. There's no tackiness to this at all. It's greasy. It made my eyeshadow even worse than if I didn't use a primer at all. It creased so bad, it made my eyeshadow stray everywhere. It was creasy and greasy and gross, and this stuff just needs pitched. I don't like this. Next is this Ofra powder. This is the oil control powder, and it's just this white compact. You swatch it, it's white. I totally get that. It's a white powder. But I figured once I put it on my face, it would not be white. No. I looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost. This stuff is white. Like white. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and BoxyCharm usually does so well. I love BoxyCharm so much, but this just did not work out for me. I also have super dry skin. So this might work better for you if you have more oily skin, but for me, I just, Casper, and I don't, who wants that? You know? Another BoxyCharm letdown. This is the Purlisse Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. I cannot tell you how freaking excited I was for this. So I tried this, okay? Like, this is half gone. And the formula is super smooth. It really feels amazing. Like, it's so soothing without being like super greasy. It smells good. All the things that they tell you is in here should be like great for you, but much to my dismay, this made my lips so dry, so cracked, they started to bleed. My lips do get dry. I do have dry lips, but not that bad. So I stopped using it. I went back to my Yes to Coconut lip balm that I love, that I always use, and my lips were fine. So I am convinced that it was this stuff because my lips don't do that. And I wanted to love this so bad, you guys, like so bad. And I just don't. Next is this e.l.f. lip something. I don't even know what they packaged this as, but it is in the shade Bare Kiss. And it's just one of a like more sheer sort of like glossy lipstick balm sort of things. You know, every brand has them. But this stuff is just my nightmare, okay? So I put it on, like, you know, it's gonna nourish my lips. It's going to give me a little bit of sheer color as well. So I'm like, cool, that's fine. I put it on, go to work. Oh my gosh, it's a mess. It's all over my teeth. It's bleeding like all over my lips, all over my face. It was terrible. It has a minty smell. It's not like ridiculously awful. I like a little bit of mint smell. That doesn't bother me at all. It's not super strong, but it was just not worth the mess for me. It's not worth it. There are so many other brands that make great products like this. No. Another BoxyCharm fail. I feel terrible because I really truly do love BoxyCharm and they get it right like 90% of the time. This is the Tanya Crooks Brow Gel, and okay, so I thought that I absolutely loved this, okay? Like, it made my brows like cement. They didn't look like cement, but they just didn't move. You know what I mean? And then you're just like, oh, holy grail brow product. No. One day I go shopping, get in the car, and you know, when you look in the car mirror, like in natural daylight, you always look terrible. Like, I don't care who you are, you look terrible. So I'm like looking in the rearview mirror and I see a fingernail in my eyebrow. So I tell my sister, why is there a fingernail in my eyebrow? And she's like, that's not a fingernail. So I'm like, brow gel. But I was a trooper. I kept using it. I was like, no, maybe it was a fluke, whatever. No, it gets dry and it like clumps up. Like, it literally looked like a fingernail. It was almost like translucent, but it was solid and like stuck in my eyebrows, like little pieces of plastic or something in my brows. Why? And that is all for round one of my disappointing products. If you like videos like this, make sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments. As always, thank you guys so much for spending time with me. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye.